Hi, I'm Bill Marshall, President of Phelps County Bank in Rolla, Missouri. Like you, I learned recently that Corey Rosen will soon be changing roles at the NCEO from Executive Director to Senior Staff Member. I thought about the impact he has had and decided to find a way to honor the work that he and the NCEO have done. Together with NCEO board and staff members, we decided to create a fund that will sponsor projects and move employee ownership and ownership culture forward. We're calling it the Rosen Ownership Opportunities Fund, or ROOF. Let me tell you a story that explains why I think ROOF is so important. I was raised in a very low-income family with my father and all my relatives working in the lead mines in southeast Missouri. When I was 15, my father abandoned my mother and me. My mother had always served in the role of mother and housewife, so any future family income depended on my finding employment. Within a month, I had 3 jobs. I later went to a junior college for 2 years, again carrying 3 jobs. In one class, we drew names out of a hat to find work experience. I drew the local bank, and that was my first fortunate turning point of fate. I entered the banking business full-time in 1971, and in 1986, I was hired by Emily Brent to work at Phelps County Bank. That was my second fortunate event of fate. Meeting Corey was my third fortunate turn of fate. In 1986, Phelps County Bank had an ESOP that owned 13% of the bank. Emmy and I knew little about employee ownership, but she often mentioned this guy in Oakland, California, who managed an organization to promote the growth of employee ownership companies. We called him. During that short conversation with Corey, we began to understand the potential power of our ESOP. Over the years, we gained more ownership, talking with Corey at the major decision points, until we became 100% employee-owned in 1993. What we have experienced has been beyond our wildest dreams. Our stock value has increased from $24 to $400 per share over the last 30 years. Our employee owners have average balances in their accounts of over $300,000. Inc. magazine picked us as the top service company in the United States in 1993. The Wall Street Journal selected us as one of the top 15 small workplaces in 2007. When I look back, I realize now that Corey was our cartographer. He told us the best way to incorporate an ESOP, and the culture needed to be successful. We never would have arrived in the good place we are in now if it had not been for Corey, and we probably would not have even known that such a good place was possible. My employment and my involvement with employee ownership in NCEO changed my life through the change in my thought process, my commitments, my family, my future, and most importantly, my past. If you look at your relationship with employee ownership, I hope you can see my story in yourself, your staff, and more importantly, your company. I believe we have the responsibility to carry on Corey's 30-year mission and provide for those who continue to follow behind us. We need to provide a generational change in our companies and our country. I'm asking you to support the Rosen Ownership Opportunities Fund so that others have the opportunity to make some of the same choices you have. If you have met Corey, you will know that this money will be spent efficiently. Know too that once Lauren Rogers becomes the NCEO's executive director, Corey will still be working close to full-time on an essentially volunteer basis for many years. None of this money will pay him. It will all go directly to creating high-impact projects. Join me in establishing a fund that will provide the future roadmap well beyond Corey's passion and commitment. It is our turn. It is our commitment to provide that next event of fate for the bank teller, the line worker, the tree trimmer, and many others who will benefit from your financial gift today. We are all beneficiaries of the pioneering work that Corey and others have done, just like the employee owners who are with me today. No one wants that debt to be paid back, but it is not just important, it is necessary to pay it forward. Visit ownershipopportunities.org to learn more about the Rosen Ownership Opportunities Fund, including its projects and governance. Thank you.